We're going to dive deep into Cathie Wood's world of groundbreaking innovation. She's going to talk about 5 major areas that are about to transform a bunch of industries. And why should you care? Well, if you're an investor, understanding these booming sectors could be your ticket to big returns. Now, let's look at these 5 game changers. 1. Genomics. This one's a big deal, but many people don't realize it. We're talking about decoding our DNA, like what Illumina is doing. With this, we can spot genetic issues and, thanks to CRISPR gene editing, potentially fix them. Think curing diseases like pediatric blindness and sickle cell anemia. Cathie even makes a comparison to the tech and telecom bubble, saying that if we'd known what we know now back then, the stocks of companies in this space could have been worth hundreds of billions of dollars. 2. Robotics. This isn't just your ordinary robots, it's collaborative robots. These bots are teaming up with humans to work smarter and faster. 3. Energy storage. Storing energy efficiently is a game changer. It's essential for things like renewable energy. Think batteries that can power entire cities. 4. Electric vehicles, EVs. We all know Tesla, right? But it's not just about Tesla. It's about the whole EV industry. Electric cars are the future, and this is a big shift in how we move around. 5. Artificial intelligence, AI. AI isn't just about robots taking over the world. It's about machines learning and making decisions like humans, but faster and more accurately. 6. Blockchain technology. This isn't just for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, it's a way to keep records secure, and it's becoming a big deal in various industries. Now, the thing is, these technologies are often misunderstood and seem complex. Cathie's team is all about educating people about these game changers because they believe it's so important. So stay tuned for more insights in this interview. Big shout out to Seeking Alpha for sponsoring our video and its analytics. Make sure to get your 14-day free trial of Seeking Alpha Premium via the link in the description. You can only get the 14-day trial through the link below, so make sure to check them out, guys. In a nutshell, these 5 disruptive innovation platforms are about to shake things up big time, from healthcare to energy and beyond. Understanding them could be your ticket to smart investing. Back in the day, if we knew that 3 companies had patents for CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing, they could have been worth hundreds of billions of dollars. But here's the reality. Those 3 companies, Editas, Intellia, and CRISPR Therapeutics, are worth way less than that right now. This shows that people are seriously underestimating their potential. 2 things are going on here. First, after the tech and telecom crash and the financial meltdown in 2008 to 2009, there was a shift towards passive investing, like following stock indexes. But Cathie Wood and her team at ARK Invest think that's risky. They believe many companies in these indexes are cheap for a reason, and a lot of traditional businesses, like banks and energy companies, are in big trouble. They see the future differently. Second, Cathie Wood and her team are playing the long game. Most investors and analysts are all about short-term gains, like what's going to happen next quarter. But ARK Invest is looking 5 years ahead, and they believe that if you give them that 5-year window, they'll show you some real value. Now let's talk about electric vehicles, EVs. And guess who's taking center stage? Tesla. They're a game changer in the auto industry. With their tech and battery know-how, they're ahead of the pack. Traditional car companies are at a crossroads. They're trying to catch up in the electric race, but Tesla's got a head start in battery technology and data. Tesla's got billions of miles of real-world driving data, way more than their competitors. Plus, their AI chip is 4 years ahead of everyone else's, making self-driving cars a real possibility. So while Tesla's market share has actually grown recently instead of shrinking like some predicted, ARK Invest thinks it's still undervalued. Their forecasts show big numbers for Tesla, and they believe it's worth way more than what it's valued at now. In a nutshell, CRISPR gene editing, ARK, Invest's long-term perspective, and Tesla's lead in electric cars and AI are all part of a game-changing mix in the investment world. Tesla, according to Cathie Wood, could capture around 17% to 18% of the global electric vehicle market. And if that prediction comes true, she believes Tesla's stock is just getting started. Here's why Tesla is ahead of the game. 1. Massive data advantage. Tesla has gathered a staggering 14 billion miles of real-world driving data, which is way more than its closest competitor, Waymo, with just 20 million miles. This data is like a treasure trove for Tesla, helping them fine-tune their self-driving tech. It's like they have a gigantic training ground to teach their vehicles. 2. Cutting-edge AI chip. Tesla's AI chip is the brain behind their self-driving technology. It's super powerful and efficient, designed to process and understand all that data quickly and accurately. In fact, it's estimated to be about 4 years ahead of the competition in terms of technology. This head start gives Tesla a significant advantage in developing self-driving tech. But here's the bigger picture. It's not just about Tesla winning. Cathie Wood is actually saying that traditional car companies like BMW are failing to transition to electric vehicles effectively. They've known for a while that they needed to make this switch, but many are struggling. Why? Because Tesla made some smart choices. For example, while others laughed at Tesla for using lithium-ion pouch batteries, which are more expensive, they were actually setting themselves up for success. These batteries are more costly, but they're also more advanced and efficient. Other car companies, if they want to compete with Tesla, might have to sell electric vehicles at a loss because they haven't invested in this battery tech. Now here's the big kicker. In the next 18 months to 2 years, the price of electric vehicles is expected to drop below that of gas-powered ones for the first time. This trend will continue because battery costs are going down. So traditional car makers are not only late to the electric vehicle game, but they're also losing their gas car business. They should be investing way more in electric cars right now. In a nutshell, Tesla is ahead thanks to its data and AI, and other car companies are struggling to catch up, which could spell big changes in the auto industry. Berlin, Germany invited Tesla to build a factory about the size of 200 football fields. That's because they're facing some problems, and they need to adapt to new technology or they'll lose lots of jobs. Now let's talk about traditional car companies. It's not that they're out of the game completely, but they're having a slow start. The cars they've made so far don't match up to Tesla's in terms of things like how far they can go on a single charge. For instance, Tesla's Model S from way back in 2012 still outperforms many of the newer cars from traditional companies. But Tesla has some other tricks up its sleeve. First, they have really good batteries. Second, they have their own super smart computer chip for things like self-driving cars. This chip is so advanced that it's ahead of other car companies by about 4 years in terms of technology. And that's a big deal because self-driving cars are all about super smart computers. Lastly, Tesla is the only car company that can update its cars over the internet, so they can make their cars better without you having to go to a dealership. In a nutshell, Cathie Wood is showing us that new technologies like genomics and electric vehicles are changing the game. Traditional car companies are slowly getting into the game, but Tesla is way ahead, especially with its data and computer smarts. This isn't just about Tesla, though. It's a message to all investors. Pay attention to new tech because it's changing the world, and there are big opportunities out there.